Sunday, January the 16th, 2011. I'm Dan Mirade. Welcome to the MWF Newsline video to catch up on the latest and greatest here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. The Patriots and the Jets are dueling it out as we speak. What about what's going on here in the MWF? Click the MWF TV tab. You cannot miss the January MWF Extra, the John Cena Sr. Show, even though we really don't see much of Johnny, which isn't a bad thing. That fountain of misinformation that was with me last week, Gino Giovanni, will join me on commentary for a portion of that broadcast. Paul Bearer and stalker Dylan Cage get involved in Rick Fuller and Brian Malonis' business as we prepare for a collision of the Giants. Julian Starr and Scott Reed in a match that is off the charts. You're not going to want to miss. And an altercation at the end that involved myself, Dylan Cage, and the return of Demon Luis Ortiz. Things are getting more and more exciting as the days go on here in the MWF as year 10 kicks off here in 2011. If that wasn't enough, fans, the January MWF Superstar Zone. We missed it last month due to our holiday special Christmas Clash. However, this month it's a 30-minute feature on one of the newest WWE divas herself, Awesome Kong. That's right, we go back and take a look at Kong's debut here in the MWF, a tag team matchup at the fundraiser we had for the late Mermaid Girl Shiloh Pepin. We take a look at the night Awesome Kong took out the trash, so to speak, when she got a little physical with Terry Runnels. And for the first time and the only time, it will be Kong's farewell match when she takes on Jay Busta of John Bradshaw Layfield's Uprising inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. It's the only time you will ever see this match. What went on after the match is tremendous. It is a moment you will not forget anytime soon. Rarely seen in professional wrestling. Whether it's a good or bad thing is to the eye of the beholder, but it is a great 30-minute program. If you're not in the MWF's television footprint, look for an online, hopefully sometime this week. Let's talk live events, fans. We've been hinting about it a little bit. It is official. MWF Full Throttle will take place Saturday night, March the 5th, in the great state of North Carolina, and it is going to be Iron Sheik Appreciation Night. That's right, fans. Sheiky Baby wasn't with us at Road to the Gold, but he will be with us on Saturday, March the 5th in Fairmount, North Carolina at the middle school. It's a special fundraiser for the Fairmount Police Department. WWE Hall of Famer the Iron Sheik will be on hand. President John Cena Sr. will be there. I can only imagine that flight home. Oh, my dear Lord. Different story for different time. The MWF Southern Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. The Warhawk, as he's known there, Dylan Cage, will put that gold on the line inside the squared circle in front of his people. Who will he face? I don't know. Joey Sylvia really came within inches of winning the championship tournament. A rematch, perhaps, another superstar. It's going to be an action-packed night. Look for more on MWF Full Throttle, March the 5th, as we return to the great state of North Carolina. Fans, don't forget, we are now less than a month away from the MWF SOUL Survivor VII press conference and Shelton Benjamin Night at the Boston Garden. Saturday night, February the 12th, right before the Boston Blazers Colorado Mammoth Pro Lacrosse team. You want to talk about a kick-ass sport. If you thought pro wrestling was something, you got to check out the Blazers live and in person after this big night. For one low price, what do you get, fans? Admission to the press conference for SOUL Survivor and the contract signing between Shelton Benjamin and Slick Wagner Brown, the MWF Heavyweight Champion. You'll take part in the Shelton Benjamin exclusive question and answer session. You want more, you get more. You get one autograph from Shelton Benjamin. You get a posed photo with Shelton Benjamin. You get autographs and photos with President Cena if you so wish. And you also get admission to the Blazers in the Mammoth lacrosse game, all for one $25 ticket. Unbelievable it is, again, as we tried to provide to you the best value in professional wrestling. And then, fans, we're talking about Full Throttle, we're talking about press conferences, Shelton Benjamin Night, the Boston Garden, North Carolina. All roads lead to one place, and that is Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Saturday night, March the 19th, it is MWF SOUL Survivor VII. The MWF continues its work to keep the kids off the street here in the Boston area. What an event it is going to be. You've been talking about it. Check out some of the great superstar profiles online on BostonWrestling.com right now. We're going to see Shelton Benjamin, Slick Wagner Brown of John Bradshaw Layfield's Uprising, one-on-one for the Millennium Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Slick has come away with and retain that championship facing opponents like Chris Sabin, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, Homicide, the Boogeyman. The list goes on and on. Slick has been non-stop successful. Will that come to an end March the 19th? That remains to be seen. We're also going to see the debut of a man that was an original in DX, a man that was an original in the New World Order, X-Pac, Sean Waltman himself, making his MWF debut on March the 19th. It is very exciting. His more recent trip here to Boston was not a good one for him, but he's not going to get the Sparta treatment on March the 19th. He's here in the MWF to compete. The road to redemption for X-Pac begins at SOUL SURVIVOR VII, and we are very, very, very excited to have this gentleman take part in the event. Well, I would say we got 2 words for you, but get your tickets now. It's a little bit more than that. If that wasn't enough, fans, it's going to be the MWF debut of Carlito. That's right. He made his debut at the Boston Garden itself when it was known at the Fleet Center in October of 2004. He pinned John Cena in his debut to become the U.S. champion. Why would President Cena bring that man to the MWF? Well, we asked the same question about Daniel Bryan over the summer when he signed Bryan just 2 weeks after he took out his son on Monday Night Raw, the night Nexus made their debut. However, what happened with Carlito was a horse of a different color. This wasn't a war that took place in a wrestling ring, so to speak. After Carlito won the U.S. Championship, John Cena was out of action for quite some time when he was stabbed in an area nightclub, and Carlito was involved in some way. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Carlito here in the MWF. You want to talk about your WWE superstars? What about the man that won WWE NXT Season 2, Caval? Saw him in TNA as an X Division champion as Senshi. He's competed all over the world, in the United States and to Japan, as Low Ki. He's a gentleman we've been talking off and on with at various points, going all the way back to 2003, believe it or not. But finally, we've been able to put it together. Caval will make his Millennium Wrestling Federation debut at SOUL SURVIVOR VII. Things continue to heat up. If that wasn't enough, one of the biggest sleaze bags in this great sport, that swine himself, Paul Bearer, returns to the MWF. He has now put together his trifecta of terror. On March the 19th, he's ready to let a lot of terror unleash as he guides the stalker Dylan Cage, Rick Fuller, Executioner Malonis. God only knows what else he has up his sleeve, but he will be there live at SOUL SURVIVOR VII. What about the debut of a man that's caused a lot of waves, so to speak? No pun intended with the shore, but a man that held the TNA X Division Championship, defeating longtime MWF superstar Jay Lethal. We're talking about Robbie E. I don't know if Cookie's going to be there, because I don't know if Commissioner Von Johnson would turn into a cookie monster. That's a different story for a different time. Robbie E. makes his debut here in the MWF, another hungry young athlete, the peak of his career. He is coming to Melrose at SOUL SURVIVOR. Fans, and if that wasn't enough, you want to talk about sick, twisted, insane. Doink the Clown Matt Bourne is back again, the grizzled veteran. What does he have up his sleeve this time? He has been mesmerized, almost obsessed with Todd Hansen since he made his debut here in the MWF over the summer. At SOUL SURVIVOR VII, Matt Bourne, Doink the Clown, not any imposter, not the bootleg kind, the original, the man that competed at WrestleMania 9 against Crush. He's coming to SOUL SURVIVOR VII to round out what is going to be a huge live wrestling event, autograph photo fan fest. We have a raffle for a Kane Money in the Bank plaque from the WWE pay-per-view that includes a piece of the ladder itself. It's one of only 500. VIP packages and tickets are on sale now on BostonWrestling.com. Be there or be square, because if you thought you missed something at Road to the Gold, you have no idea what we're planning on for SOUL SURVIVOR VII. Fans, running out of time this week. Hopefully it's going to be a good one for the New England Patriots and an even better one for you. I'm Dan Mirade. We'll check in next week.